off the rip, initially, you have to demand respect from people. A lot of women like to be liked. Men like to be respected. As women, we need to learn how to start being demanding respect, just like the men do. That's why they're not so emotionally attached, emotionally reactive. They demand respect. They don't care to be liked, but you will respect them. We need to have the same mentality, because there's not going to be any room for any foolishness when you demand respect off rip. It's just like dealing with a racist. They're going to, or like a covert racist is like undercover racist. They're going to like try to make little jokey jokes, and you just got to look at them and be like, I don't find that funny. I find that offensive. What's up, YouTube? My name is jasmainjewel, and I'm back again with another video. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how to be stoic and or how to control your emotions. I couldn't figure out what title I wanted to do, so we're going to figure it out once this video is out. But I'm so excited for this video, y'all. I have struggled with this, and I believe I've mastered it pretty well. So let's get straight into it. So the first point is you have to learn how to respond instead of react. So a way you can do this is wait 10 seconds before you respond to someone, especially in a conflict where someone is going back and forth. Most people are going to allow you to have your time to speak, but some people, very small percentage of people, are going to go on and on and on and on and make it all about them. If you encounter this type of person, just simply walk away. Just simply give yourself some time and space to process and then come back. If you feel like it's something that can be fixed and you feel like this is just not going to work, then leave it at that. But I suggest you respond instead of reacting. A reaction is instant, it's quick. Responding, you're taking time to think, you're allowing yourself to process what's going on, you're not speaking out of emotions, etc., etc. My second point that I have, sorry guys, I have my notes. My second point, you have to vent to God. Now this is what I've truly mastered, okay? I barely tell people stuff, unless it's like my really close friends. I don't tell people nothing, I go straight to God. So when I vent to God, for example, I'm going to give y'all a little story time. This person came over to my apartment. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm going to stop touching stuff. So a little story time. This person came to my apartment, and when I get off work, honey, I be taking my shoes off. I be taking my socks off. The dogs is out, okay? And my socks was on the floor because I just got off work. Like, I need to rest. And this person came over because I had other roommates, and at that time I did not have good boundaries. So I definitely have worked on my boundaries. I should have at that time been like, hey, I just got off work. I just want to take some time alone. I should have just been like that. But I didn't. I like boundaries. And everybody was in my room. I was low-key irritated. And this person called me out and pointed out the fact that I had socks on the floor. Keep in mind, everything else in my room is completely clean. This one little thing they just had to point out. And so I clocked it. I was like, shady much? So I kind of just let that roll over my shoulders. I vented to God. God was like, don't worry about it. Maybe a couple months later, maybe a year down the line or something. I don't know why I was still cool with this person. This person was very much weird, gave very much snake energy, but that's okay. I'm a forgiving person. I try to just observe and see if this person is capable of changing. They weren't. Anywho, I go over to this person's place, maybe a couple months later. Their room is a mess. It's so filthy. You can't even see the floor. There's so much stuff. And so I was just like, wow, like, look at how God just be turning things around. Look at how he be proving, like, this person is just pointing out their insecurities. And so when I could have reacted and been just going off, but I chose to just keep my mouth shut. I chose to peep it because I knew God was going to vindicate for me, and he did, because he showed me this person had the audacity to call you out on something so small when their life isn't even together. Look at their life. I'm about to show you what their life is like. So yeah, I'm telling y'all, if you vent to God, you don't got to worry about being all emotionally reactive, because you didn't already told your Heavenly Father and He already got it handled. He sees everything. He knows everything. So that's my second point. My third point, off the rip, initially, you have to demand respect from people. A lot of women like to be liked. Men like to be respected. As women, we need to learn how to start being demanding respect, just like the men do. That's why they're not so emotionally attached, emotionally reactive. They demand respect. They don't care to be liked, but you will respect them. We need to have the same mentality, because there's not going to be any room for any foolishness when you demand respect off rip. It's just like dealing with a racist. They're going to, or like a covert racist is like undercover racist. They're going to like try to make little jokey jokes, and you just got to look at them and be like, I don't find that funny. I find that offensive. So that they know off rip, oh, I can't play with her like that. So that's what you need to do with any and everybody that comes into your life. Demand respect. You're not going to disrespect me. Not in my life. That's how you control your emotions. Is off rip. Don't let people walk all over you. Don't be a doormat to people. Number 4, ask God for patience and self-control. This is important. It will happen. It's simple. God will give it to you. Ask God for patience and self-control. And number 5, you need to have a physical remembrance to remind you that reacting in your emotions is not worth it. Emotions, I tie it into flesh, because the spirit is not going to react the same way the flesh does. So I was reading this post, and they said Muhammad Ali, he had like made his body sacred by not, acting out on his lustful desires. Like when he was out partying and like a pretty girl would try to tempt him or something, he'd pull out a match and burn his fingers in like with his fingers, and that would be his reminder that hell is hotter than allowing lust to control him on earth. So that was his physical remembrance, that me acting out on my lustful desires is not going to be as painful as burning in hell eternally. Now, that's not to say that's going to take you to hell. Like, God is a forgiving God. He knows your heart. He sees your heart. The heart is what matters. So if that thing was something he struggled with, if lust was something he struggled with, that was a sin he struggled with, more than cursing or whatever the case was, then that was his physical remembrance. Another physical remembrance you can do is like a cross, wearing a cross necklace. I know nowadays people just be doing it for fashion. Sad to say. Apparently, Christianity is a fashion. But you don't have to be like them. You can use that as a remembrance that of Jesus Christ. And if I react emotionally, how would Jesus react to that? Or like them WWJD bracelets. I have one, but I don't know where it's at. That's a really good reminder for me with my mouth and spewing out words. Like I said, I'm working on it. Okay. That's why I'm making this video for me as well, because I need to start being more consistent with being stoic and not reacting emotionally. So that's a physical remembrance for me, is wearing the WWJD bracelets. What would Jesus do? Because I would just look at it and be like, you know what? Jesus ain't going to respond to this foolishness. He ain't going to entertain this. He's above this. He's bigger than this. So if you can find like some type of physical remembrance to like help you with whatever you're struggling with, as far as like your emotional reaction to things, or your emotional, whatever the case is. And I should have said this in the beginning of the video, what it actually means to be stoic. So it says, to be stoic, you endure pain or hardship without showing feelings or complaining. And then I looked up the Hebrew definition, and it was like finding reason. So finding a reason for this. What is the reason for this person going off on me? What is the reason for this person showing off? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying not to touch this mic. What is the reason for this person showing one small little thing in my room? Oh, okay, that's the reason, because they're insecure of their own room. So just finding reason for why people do this, finding reason for why God is making you not react to this. There's always a reason for something. And that's what being stoic means. It means to control your emotions and find the reason. So yeah, that's all, you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope I wasn't rambling. I'm going to be putting out more and more words as soon as they come. I have a list of them. I have to organize it. But I hope y'all enjoyed this, y'all. Like, for real, for real. I'm about to start being more consistent. I'm about to start putting stuff out. Okay? I love you guys so much. Comment down below if you have any questions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.